Okay, we got the air filter change. We got the spark plug change. Our next task in the series is to change out the fuel filter. In order to do that, we have to remove the floorboard. In order to remove the floorboard, we're going to have to remove the seat. So let's get to the seat quickly. And we have 4 bolts, 1, 2, and 2 on the other side that have to be removed. We also have a lower bolt right here. This just needs to be loosened so that the seat can pivot forward and then slip out. So it is a 12mm socket. Let's get going on that. If you guys do not have a magnetic bolt holder, I pity you. Get one. Make your life so much easier. You won't lose nuts and bolts so much. These are all the same size, and this one's not going to be removed. I'm just going to loosen it a little bit. That's enough. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so I got the 2 bolts removed on this side right here. This bolt just loosened up. Same on this side. We just pivot that forward. Seat comes off. Put it somewhere safe. All right. All right, let's start working on the floorboard. Okay, so we have 4 bolts on the floorboard. They're all 10mm, and I believe we have 2 screws on the front of the floorboard. There may be 4, I'm not sure, but we'll take a look at that when it comes. The easiest bolts come out thus far. Ah, a nail. How that got there. Okay, here are the, I'll get this over here. The 4 top bolts. They're very small. Smaller than I thought they would be, actually. Let's see here. This, oh, that's why it wouldn't fit. There we go. All right, let's get these 4 lower ones done. And these are much longer bolts, so you won't mix them up. All right, now let's go to those 2 screws in the front. Okay, here's the first of those screws. Hopefully I'm not screwing with the focus here. That just comes out like that. I don't see anything else that would hold it. All right, let's go do the other side. This one's the same thing, just on the other side. All right, let's see if the cover will come off. Okay, there's a tab up here. Looks like there are 2 screws. As I was picking up, I noticed that this tab right here wasn't letting go. And then I come over on this side, and I could see that there is a screw right there we do have to remove. So let's get those out. 1 on either side, I assume. Then we can lift it up and pull it out. That would be cool. All right, that's 1. Okay, we should be able to just pull off the cover now. And here it comes. Here we go, just stuck on something there. Well, she's pretty dirty. So first thing I'm going to do is, clean this up a little bit, just so it's not so nasty for me to work with. And I will show you, if I can, the piece that I'm going for. Okay, you see that hose right there? Well, that's connected to, let's see if you should be able to see it move. You see that right there? That is the fuel filter, and that is what we're removing. So let me clean this up. We'll get back to it. So I wiped down the underneath with a wet paper towel. It's a lot better than it looked, so it's not going to be too bad. But look what I found. Some souvenirs. This is from when I crashed in Big Bend National Park. Y'all should go check out that series when you get a chance. Traveling off-road, ghost towns, whatnot. So it might be getting hard to see here after a few minutes when I start removing the fuel filter, but I wanted to show you something here. This is a little cap that covers, this right here is the fuel pump, and this is the line to it, and under here where you cannot see right now, there is a fuel filter, and that's connected, but you'll see all that in a minute. I just wanted to show you this little thing right here. So see where that white line is right there? Just basically pull that back like that. You can see where the line connects to the fuel pump. Very easy. I'll clean that off a little bit too. Okay, just in case I don't catch it with the video, let me show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pick up the gas tank as far as I can. And you see that line there? Let's see if I can get this. All right, see that line there? It's held on by a little spring clip. I'll be able to pull that, and when I do, I'm going to set this gas tank straight up, and that should prevent too much fuel from leaking out. There's going to be some. This tank is actually a little fuller than I thought it was going to be. I'd gone 50 miles, so I thought this would only be half full. It feels a little fuller. Anyway, I'm going to try my best not to make a mess and try to get the video as good as possible for you guys. So let's do it. Okay, guys, let's give it a shot. Okay, that's up, and we're going to, that spring clip will pull very easily. I should be able to pull the whole thing off just like that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I didn't spill a drop. I rock. You don't believe me? Look at that. Okay, looks like the easiest thing to do is just, here's the fuel pump, by the way. You can see it's kind of yellow, but it looks to me like the easiest thing to do is just to pinch that spring clip right there and just pull the filter right off. We're probably going to spill some gas on this one. So let's see how hard this is. If you're a manly man, you could do this without pliers. I think I'm going to get pliers. Here we go. All right. That is now moved all the way back. That's how you do it, guys. Now, you should just be able to pull this thing off here. Now, got a little bit of gas leaking out. There we go. Ta-da. And it's out. And it's full of gas. You can see that. And it's yellow. So let's take off this hose here. Ooh, Lord, I love that smell of gas. All right, so there's the old part. Let's clean up all the gas. and put in the new part. Unfortunately, my audio just up and died. I'm showing you the new filter here. I'll put the OEM part number below in the description. I'm putting on the old hose here, careful to maintain the same orientation as when it was taken off the old filter. It was much easier putting the hoses on than it was taking them off. Here I'm using my needle nose pliers to slide the spring clip back into place. I slide the fuel filter onto the intake line of the fuel pump. Then use my fingers to slide the spring clip back into place. Then I close the access panel that covers the intake line of the fuel pump. Then I reconnect the fuel line to the gas tank and set its spring clip. Once the spring clip is set, I lower the gas tank and do a quick inspection for leaks. I run the Ruckus long enough to make sure fuel is running through all parts of the system. I can see gas in the new fuel filter and there are no leaks, so my Ruckus is ready to go. Okay, just for grins, let's start it up one more time.